Alright, so here we are. Let's load up the good old space exploration save file. I gotta admit though that I haven't been here since quite some time, so I'll have to get some reorientation here again. And I did pay a visit to this factory a couple of days ago, and I made myself familiar again with the things that I was doing here. So basically, the plan here is to whip up the necessary materials to get a production of low density structures rolling and other items that are necessary for all these space factory parts. But today I'm going to get some reorientation and mostly work on getting back in touch with what I have here, because seriously, there's a lot that has been lost in transition. But what I did see there was we are on a pretty cool spot here. So every single of these columns there is capable of spitting out around 30 plates per second. And I got 4 of these already, so 4 red belts here are compiled. And let's see what we do have here. So there's the same, only half the amount in iron plates. And if I remember correctly, this is a steel facility. So here we produce, if I remember correctly, this was 1 yellow belt of steel. No, it's actually... yeah, it's 2 yellow belts of steel. Or 1 red belt. That's what it is. That's a lot of copper. Yeah, I know. That's the coolest part about it is it's also a enriched copper facility. So raw copper goes in, enriched copper goes out. So I really don't know how well these work though under strain. This whole thing is a theoretical behemoth that has to be put to a test before we can really do something. But yeah, don't stress me out here with all these tooltips. But there goes. So I mean, we do have a lot of crazy going on here as well with these plans because for some reason I wanted to have a production of 15 LDS per second, but I gotta say, after all the experiences that I've made in the past runs, I'll tone down from that. These are numbers that just will need me to put up an insane build and keep me away from using this firepower for something useful. I know me already. I did that several times. I I plan too big, and then I never get it done because I planned it too big. And at the end of the day, I gotta check out what's the next milestone and how do we get there. And also, how's the power grid? I haven't been here since ages, so 1.8 gigawatt. Oh well, I might even dare say so. It doesn't look too bad, here at least. Here in the old town, what do we have here? I really can only vaguely remember what I built over here. And it's, I didn't put down tags. So, this is not looking healthy. This is actually looking quite starved. Oh god. Yeah. So there's 1 tech color running dry. Okay. Problems. Everywhere problems. This mineral patch is running dry. I really did wire that up with a belt all the way up here. Quite a sicko. Let's see. Alright. here. That's the more sophisticated approach, I remember. So we're moving that copper all the way up here. So basically, it doesn't really matter that much that things aren't working out here that as well. If I remember correctly, one of the issues there is that certain parts of that factory have ran dry in terms of material. I think here there was supposed to be stone, if I remember correctly. And ever since that ran dry, other parts of the factory ran dry as well. But it's gonna be a pain to reconstruct all that, and instead, I think it's going to be way easier to reconstruct or newly construct an entirely new base, and that's what all the fuzz here was about. But there's still a lot of work to do. So, well, let's cleanse this place a little bit while I'm thinking about what to do next. I mean, if I remember correctly, I got a launching facility over here, and this place here is awesome because it works autonomously. I got a core mining facility that supplies this little factory here with everything it needs to be self-sufficient, and therefore it's pretty safe from breakdowns. I just realized that that I'm not able to do what I wanted to do. All right. As of late, I discovered a completely new love to Factorio that I never had before. That's really cool. So I have to travel to Haiti. So here we go. Gotta admit, Factorio got me through a pretty rough patch lately. Last 2 weeks were a pretty weird time. Didn't feel too well. Pretty rough ride with depression and all. Still blame the seasonal change. I'm feeling pretty well again now. It's like as if nothing has happened. But what I'm actually trying to say is that Factorio really helped me to focus my mind onto something less destructive than depressive thoughts. So now I'm here, and I want thermite bots. Anybody saw them? Or no, termite. It's not thermite. It's termite. If I remember correctly, yeah, I had these all the way back here. I love it when you leave a place for about half a year or a year, and still some parts of my brain remember. Okay. So now we can purge that area. Actually, I don't want to be that shy. I need to craft myself some exoskeleton things. Oh, I already got one. Okay. I think that could do better. So, well, at some point I should address what's going wrong at my research cluster. But at some point, not now. Right now, I just want to ponder what we're going to need next on our journey towards space. So, if I remember... Oh god, how did these things work? So, rocket science packs Ah, yeah. No, it comes back to me. So the rocket science packs are actually the next frontier of it, or the next milestone. And machine learning data, I think it can be only acquired in space. Yeah, that rings a bell. I even own a thruster suit at this point. Cute. Wait a sec. I got a portable nuclear reactor and I'm not wearing it? So is there any good reason not to wear that thing right now? Makes me wonder. Well, whatever. Not important right now. What's important right now is that I walk close by. Oh, wait a sec. What was the issue here again? There was something. Ah, yeah, here, the personal roboport. No? Oh, crap. Okay, it's only a small impact. What was the reason again? I really thought it was the roboport. Let's get close to a forest and try that out again. I only remember that the Nanobots and the personal roboports somehow didn't play nicely together. So it should actually start burning these dudes. Oh, why doesn't it work? I know that I had a workaround for that problem. Can't be the exoskeleton. And, well... I mean, let's try that. Life support. Okay. If it's a roboport issue... Oh, this one has a roboport too. Oh, yeah. Now I know the workaround again. It was uninstall the roboport if you want to kill trees. Alright. That was the thing. Okay. So my last point of knowledge was that I needed to create a facility where I can craft all those crazy costly space factory items and actually transition my existence into the outer orbits next. I do only regret one thing a little bit, and that's the fact that I didn't turn on endless resource deposits. I kind of wish I did, because I don't enjoy it as much as I think I would. And even with infinite resources, you're still kind of limited in the amount of miners that you can put down on the deposits. It's still not completely supreme, if you get my idea. Take that, cliffs. It's really important to do that. Been waiting for that moment very long on this save file. And I still remember every single moment when these little critters were in my way. That's why I don't disable them, because I find it so extremely satisfying to make them go. It's very weird. First I torture myself with these things, and then only for the satisfaction that only exists because I've tortured myself with these things. The human mind is truly a twisted thing sometimes. Alright. I think we're gonna be done with that part quite soon, though. Alright. I think I might be even building something tonight. Huzzah. Okay. I felt as if this run was 90% smelter building and 10% building something else. But that's of course nonsense. Alright, let's reinstall the personal roboport. And why the hell do I not use the portable nuclear reactor in here? Did I miss something? Oh, I lack nuclear fuel. Okay. Always a good explanation for everything. Wait a sec. Arf. How does it, here, portable generator here. Okay. It's been a while, you know. Oh no, I forgot some trees. I think if I remember correctly, I have the option to do this, but this spams my inventory. That's why I like the termite bots so much, because they make things go away without any residue leftovers. But that's okay. Let's bear with it. I can still gun down containers if anything is problematic there. So a large-scale LDS production site though will need one thing: oil. So, is there any oil, and did I already tackle that issue? What about the oil? Did I really not think about that? That doesn't sound like me. Ah, here. I knew it. Okay, so, but that deposit runs over to where? To this place, where I am creating sulfuric acid. There's a small... Okay. So now I want to know what that sulfuric acid is used for. Ah, for the enrichment facilities. Now I get it. Okay, but that also means we got a rich deposit of crude oil. So it's time for plastic. Right. Let's build plastic. I just came from C Block, and playing around with that should be a lot of fun. So today we're just going to do for a very simple thing. We're just going to go for oil refineries and chemical plants also. So I already got the oil refineries, and let's see. Chemical plant. Doesn't seem like I got any of these. Good thing that I noticed that right after I was in the base. But that's just normal, isn't it? Okay. But, or, no, let's pick that up. The plastic facility will definitely have to happen. But there's one more thing. Here. So, space assembling machines. They need heat shielding, low density structures, processing units, and big electric motors. What the hell is a big electric motor and why? Can't I remember that? So, they rebranded those. So, small electric motor goes into big electric motor. That's the one with the lubricant, okay. So, I definitely should consider bringing a couple of extra refineries here. And why the heck do I have so many heat shieldings in my pocket? Let's get rid of a couple of these things just for the sake of sanity. Blank tech cards, for example. I surely won't ever need them. Productivity modules. Okay. I love to leave these random containers and just at some points I surprise myself with things that I find there, and most of the time I'm pleasantly surprised. So where did I go for the here? Chemistry was here. So 20 oil refineries and 70 chemical plants. Now that's too much for sure. I think I'm gonna be golden with 30. So apart from that, seems as if I have most of the things that I want to have. Except for belt. Well, the red belt looks a little bit low, but well, let's see. Luckily I got my little choo-choo. Okay, so let's make some plastic tonight. Why is that? Oh, the Informatron is bound to the same hotkey as Helmod. That's why I keep these, why I keep getting these. Now it makes a lot more sense. Okay, so it's actually pretty good. I got the height here for these materials, so I can create the plastic over here. It's gonna be working out quite well. Pretty excited to get these things finally together. So, but oh my god, do I need to transport water a long, long way? And I thought I had enough elbow pipes, but here goes another word of wisdom. You never have enough elbow pipes. Okay, so all the way up there I go. Should really start carrying around cars with me, or on my train. So, do I have an offshore pump? Doesn't seem like I do. Okay. I definitely want an own water con... Oh man, this one needs power? Yuck. I totally... I must have actively forgotten that. Okay. So let's bring the water to the plastic facility. So this recipe is boosted with speed modules, I just realized. So it's also... Okay, wait a sec. That's absolute nonsense and nothing that I wanted to build there. Good thing that I double checked. So we're also not out for such obscene numbers here. Like I said, I overplanned this whole structure there. I'll rather take it slow. So we're going to do this like, let's work with 30. Let's work with 30 plastic bars for now. It's gonna be a good start. So 30 plastic bars. It's way more realistic to pull it off. There we go. But I'll also need coal in the end, so... Do I have that somewhere? So there's an iron deposit. Did I truly not? Is there really no coal? Am I smeltering electrical here? No. But I'm using solid fuel. Oh. Okay. So I guess we're, yeah. Using petrol here. Okay. Well, that's unexpected. I mean, it's not really that much. Luckily, there's a coal deposit right around the corner. But... yeah. I really thought that I had already accessed coal to some degree. So... From plastic party to coal mining duty again. That's quite disturbing how quickly things grew boring here. Okay. Well, while I'm here, I might as well kill some cliffs. So, here it already is. Okay. So that's really close. I don't think that I need to do a large commotion about that. Just want to get rid of the cliffs completely. I love leveling the ground and staging the field for large projects. So much fun. Okay, so we're going to whip up a couple of coal miners here. So, how much coal do I actually need? An entire belt. Okay. Yeah, so whatever, we're going to. It's by now quite hard for me to tell how much these can produce per second. But we're just going to string up two belts here. That's gonna be okay. Okay. That also sadly means that it won't be possible for me to get the job done completely in one go. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to run out of belts before this is all over. So, let's see. Oh, the max rate calculator comes to help. So that's 18. And that's 14. That's 17.5. That's 14.7. So either way I cut it, it's always gonna end up with one belt being slightly overloaded. But that doesn't really reflect reality, because some of these will run dry along the way, so it doesn't really matter that they are a little bit overloaded. Okay. So it's just this distance where it's not quite enough to use a train, but it's already enough to be quite bothersome to string it up with a belt. And also yuck biomass. Let's use that coal for the entire facility here. 2 belts of coal should be absolutely sufficient for all shenanigans that cross my mind in the next couple of sessions. So let's see. Oh well. Oh yeah, this was the mod with the stinging uranium. So I gotta be careful with stone formations, because they can hurt you. Oh dang, I could have already picked up the power on my way back. I'm bring it up here. Well. Playing space block and C block all that time. I didn't build mining outposts since quite some time. I really notice it. Okay, go. And that's that. So, do I run large with substations? But beyond that, I'm only running small poles. Yeah. It's not really as if there's any real serious drawback except for needing more power poles. At least none that I know of. Okay, so here we go. Hooray, coal for the plastic production. But at least that went online rather fast. I mean, it is a rather small deposit after all. Oh no, there's a tiny little crumb. It's not gonna get mined. But not on my watch. Alright, there we go. That used up pretty much all of my belt, but that's absolutely not important because we're planning around a plastic base, so we're mostly going for fluids anyways. Okay. So, why not here? Take that, Cliff. And... oh, the simplicity of Krastorio pleases me. So we got a cluster of 17 to plan. How inconvenient. So, with gas machines, I like to draw it like that. So, there we go. That's 6. That's 9. And since we got a common output, I will put them opposite to each other. So we're going to pipe out the petrol gas over a central pipeline. Should be the easiest way, I think. Okay, so we're going to need the water around here. Boom. And whip it up here. Okay. And now let's go to the distribution. And here we go. And let's copy that entire string. Rotate and apply on the other side. Many pleasures of bots and these wonderful little things. Okay. Now, we need to connect some oil. So that's in here. I think I'm going to go for a connector just there. It's going to be the simplest thing. Oh, it's even perfectly fitting in terms of distance. Wow. What an amazingly lucky coincidence. Okay, and now for the water. So we're going to put up a thingy like that. Then it's going to connect the top shelf. Let's do never. As with belts, I really like to leave a little bit of an extra inch of distance between connectors. You never know when you need to do some fine spaghetti. Okay, so for the sake of simplicity, I'll just run that pipe straight through here. Because even if I wouldn't use squeak through, this is a portion of that facility where nobody ever will need to walk through anymore, so it's totally okay. All right, that's really it. Jeez, I've played on C block for too long now. Okay. Too bad that it didn't quite connect there. Such a satisfying feeling to let them loose one after another. Okay, so next step, 15 of these. So we gonna be needing the connectors on the top side or bottom side. So that's 6 of them. We're going to need a total of 15. So we're going to make this whole thing look like that. So there's going to be inserter, belt, inserter. Looks like we're going to string the coal through. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. So how much production is that going to be? Oh yeah, it's actually gonna be too much. So that's gonna be 30. So that means we gotta be using the red belt. All right. Now, yeah, that means I'm out of yellow belt. So let's pick up some new stuff. Alright, I didn't expect to get the plastic part done that quickly. Okay. What's a space manufactory? Giant assembling machine can craft more complicated recipes. Okay. Will need cosmic water and is crafted out of space assembling machines. So we're going to need to bring the heat shielding and everything up to space and build a new assembler up in space. Crazy. I love it. So that's going to be really some challenges. All right. But it's a really nice feeling to get back into a running factory that provides the necessary backbone to get me somewhere. That's a really good feeling. Okay. Once that plastic's done, I can get into the real fun part. Planning out how the stuff actually will be produced. Oops. Yellow belt chest is here. And where the heck was the red belt chest? Oh yeah, that facility was a little bit down the hill. Okay. Do I have enough room for a couple of these? Yes, I do. Alright, beyond that, I'm absolutely sure that we're missing something. I could just pick up some concrete. No. I'm not gonna start that during a stream. Otherwise, you guys can watch me laying bricklaying that entire place. No. It's something I can do when I'm trying to unwind myself. You know, it's a different form from coloring mandalas. Okay. I wonder if I got a rail signal in there or not. Am I relying on luck or on signals? I think I'm totally crazy and relying on luck. Have I lost my mind? Seems so. Cool. It's actually quite a gambit every time I travel there. Why didn't I do that? Why did I postpone that? Oh well. Questions and no answers. That's okay. Alright, another thing that needs to be fixed. Oh, look, there's biomass. Shovel away. Yeah, you do you. Thanks. Just what I needed. God, that's a lot of biomatter. I need to clean up this place. Seriously, biomatter is extremely annoying. And today I'm in the mood to pick things like these directly up. Get them done. Okay. Wolfio. No problem, man. You're welcome. ACS is a wonderful game once you're past that that extreme what the fuck moment that the game just creates with every one of us. And also very happy to hear that the stuff that I was rambling there was actually helpful for you. Very pleasant to know that. Okay, so let's take one of those T-bridges and just connect that like this. Copy that. It actually seems as if I get away with the fact that I didn't refresh any elbow pipes or such. There I was thinking that the game would instantly punish me for a bad lapse of attention. Okay. Now... there we go. And that one's only going to be for... oh, wait a second. That's too far away. That one's only going to be for the coal intake of those machines. Here we go. And how much output do they produce in terms of basic inserters? More than they can handle. Alright. Let's copy that real quick. So that one belt here will suffice. We're going to need an entire belt for that operation. So we can split her away here. And want to do the underground here because the red underground is more costly than the yellow one. And here goes. Only thing I forgot now are these inserter hotkey. Shift L. Yeah, I know. That's one wonderful thing about Krastorio, that you can teach your inserters whether to drop on the near or the far side of the belt. It's one of my favorite features of this mod, honestly. It doesn't sound like much, but it is actually. It is a very, very nice piece of convenience there. Here we go. Crash hot plastic. Nice. Okay. So that was a quick thing to do. Much quicker than I thought. The only bad thing about that is we're going to need now a piece of red belt to transport all that. But maybe, only maybe, I'll just put up a red gate here and transport them henceforth into slower... Do I? No, let's keep that compacted. That's just unnecessary. I got the backbone to support that. And all these other rails are also red belts, so... What's the fuzz? Okay, so now, let's see. How much low-density structure can I afford with my budget here? So, let's get away from that unrealistic... calculation there. And let's see something more realistic. So here, that's more like it. So that's only 120 as wonderful. So 80 assemblers if we use tier 2 assemblers. That's still a lot. And tier 3 assemblers, that will be 48. Do I actually own tier 3 assemblers? I mean, in a larger scale of things. Gotta check that out. Under these circumstances, it is a quite important question, you know? Because I really want to. No. Okay, where did I build these things? So this place is a pretty disorganized mess. I mean, the ones I got must have come from somewhere as well. Maybe I did handcraft them though, but I somehow doubt it. Then again, I got the necessary items in my inventory, so maybe I actually did. If so, that's something that has to stop. because I don't like to work like that. So I am creating electric motors here, but due to the fact that there's literally no output for these engines whatsoever, I must have created these by hand. Okay. It's quite a downer. So now I either go for a huge thing that will take 80 machines, or let's see, 10.4 megawatt. It's the energy consumption. Ah, well, the energy consumption doesn't really matter. Well, compactify that by a lot. But then again, I got the necessary resource after all. So automating the production of these machines seems to be quite important, but I gotta admit, the ingredient list is quite nasty. Like, there's a lot of things going on there. Goofs, hey there, welcome. Happy to see you. You just catched me right in time, because I'm pretty much already almost leaving. Sadly, time. Just while I'm enjoying myself that much. So yeah, there's still a lot of work to do on this place here. Probably take some time in between the videos there as well to get something done here too. One of the bigger problems is that I don't really see that my starter base that I got here is capable of tackling the necessities that I'm up against here. And, here. I just wanted to ask, where's the blue inserting, the blue assembling machine? And we definitely need more than that. If I really need to work with such shabby instruments, then I want to have numerous shabby instruments. Okay. So let's pick up more transport belts here, because we're going to need a ruddy amount of those. Probably pick up the yellow ones as well. Now that I think more closely about it, we're definitely going to be picking up the yellow ones as well, as soon as I find them. Ah, here. No? Here's some yellow belt. Ah, there. Okay. It'll take a while until I get used to my gibberish again. That's what I love about this game. You really get confronted with your long-term actions there. Every decision has a certain weight, and some decisions are easily fixable, some are really not easily fixable. Sometimes you just create a terrible hot mess that you can't really salvage anymore. But that's okay as well. Now, my plan will use one red belt of copper and that one red belt of plastic. And also, where the hell is that steel going? It's all the way back there, huh? Well, well. Getting rid of all that iron. I mean, I put up enough warehouses here to store all that stuff. And I did that in fully intentional. So, why exactly did I keep that on 2 yellow belts now? And how am I supposed to let that run there? I mean, I haven't decided yet where I'm going to construct those low-density structures. I think the first place that crosses my mind was somewhere around here. I'll let that steel run right along here. I know that I'm going to string it then here, up there, and then up here again, but it would drive me totally nuts to have one string of steel plates that travel into the wrong direction. It's only a visual thing, but I don't know. Call me crazy if you want to. So, it's not the first time that I'm doing insane belt actions on this run. Oh no. One tile off. Okay, but I think it's a good time to go north. Okay, so there's the plastic, there's the steel. All we're needing now is one line of copper, and we're good to go. I'll even pick up that one here and completely divert it away. This is going to be exclusively for that facility, not diluted by anything. No, not like this. I can't bear using underground for such nonsense like that. Okay. And here it goes. Wonderful. Now, the real challenge behind that is the actual distribution. I mean, if I would just put these together like that, I think this is actually a good idea. Because this way, let's see, this should actually work. Or, well, no, it won't. I can't grab that far. Okay, never mind. So we'll have to have one highway in the middle where we're going to pick up and put out. And that's going to be that one. And we're going to have a two-way belt around that one. Okay, so let's see, is that enough room for 40 of those things? We'll find out. So that's a cluster of 5. That's a cluster of 10. That's a cluster of 20. That's a cluster of 30. And that's 40. So, except for the fact that I'm colliding with the energy poles, doesn't seem like we're suffering any problems here whatsoever. Good stuff. All right. And now we're going to put it down like that. So I'm going to finish this low density structure array. I'm going to bed. Alright, it just found out that I'm going to let this let the output run downhill. Alright. Let's do this like that. Oh, wait a sec. No. Not like that. The steel is needed in a much lower amount, so I want to have that one on the far side. Whereas the copper, which will be needed in bulk, should be on the near side. So... here we go. That's probably the longest array of assemblers I've ever built so far. And let's do the exactly same thing the other way around. No! Oh man, I'm so stupid. Somebody stop it! This was supposed to go close, you know? It's already late. It's okay. I got a lot of copper around there, so it won't be that terrible. Okay. Let's check out how these things want to be treated inserter-wise. So they really don't need anything particularly heavy. So we're going to go for a setup like that. Can't wait to see this thing in action. I mean, it's only gonna spit out 3 low-density structures per second, but at least it's something to start building on and upscale from there. Okay. So let's try and pick that up in a larger scale. Feels really good to be back at Factorio again. Okay. So there's, let's see. Yeah, okay, that'll work. So I'm afraid I'm running out of red inserters here. And I'll also did some crap here. Okay. So first off, I wanted to reverse that one. Hey, Crimson Canine. Loving it. Loving it. I came back a while ago with Factorio, and I regularly keep losing track of time. Just like today, you know, I wanted to go offline 20 minutes ago already, so... Krastorio can do. There we go. But since I'm already lacking another round of inserters, I think I'm going to pack up the items that I need and then log out peacefully. Done with Cataclysm? Not at all. Not at all. I streamed it yesterday, actually. It's just I got a hard time streaming the same thing every evening. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I swap games quite regularly. I got a new character in CDDA, rolled up by a long-term viewer. Worth late. Yeah, well, it's not a problem. I upload everything on my channel, so if you want to stay in touch there, just keep an eye out there. Or I think the streams also stay online a while on Twitch after they're gone. I don't know how that actually is treated there, since I upload all the content on YouTube. It just doesn't beat watching live. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, well, so far Factorio is, audience-wise, quite the chill pill. It's not that widely accepted or something like that, but that's okay. It's one of the most, well, contemplative games that I own and like to play. So how's the fuel on my choo-choo? Well, quite good. Well, okay. Let's finish that array, and then I'll log off. And I really need to fix that that missing rail sign situation there. It's really freaking me out. Every time I see that there is a chance of those trains colliding, I don't feel safe anymore. Yeah, I did try Satisfactory. Problem with Satisfactory for me is quite simple. I don't see the advantage of 3D over this kind of perspective. I feel as if this kind of perspective that Factorio uses is just so friggin' good for this kind of games. And in Satisfactory, I felt pretty lost and confused pretty quickly in a pretty bad way, because I didn't feel as if it would get any better from any other point. But that's only the bad part. Let's talk about the good part. Satisfactory is a wonderful looking game, and it's really good in all regards. I really hope that I will manage to get past my problems with that game at some point and get in touch with it, because I really like how it looks like and how it behaves in general. Like all that all those critters, and it's just a big piece of eye candy. And sometimes I really appreciate that too. Alright, let's see how well this thing will work once it works. I mean, theoretically, it should do the job quite decently. Alright. I'm running out of power poles. Can you imagine? From all the things that have to bother me. It has to be the power poles again. Oh man. It's so annoying. Well, I do own substations, so once I got there... Well, I didn't exactly build it in a way that substations would actually do much. Well, I can't wire it up completely yet, but I will. Eventually, in time. Okay. But the most important part is... it seems to work out. Okay. Curious about the Dwarf Fortress? You mean... give me a sec. Title was, title you're referring to was, King Under the Mountain. That was a early access title. Well, it looks pretty, pretty rimworldy to me, but that does not exactly mean something bad. A lot of new titles in that genre do borrow some of the rimworld aesthetics. I really don't mind them. I don't really have an opinion to that about that game yet. I'll have to check out what the initial reviews say, since the developers didn't come and get in touch with me about anything. Can't really say much about that yet. Okay. So far, so good. So far, I see a lot of green machine icons, but, well, it doesn't mean anything yet. The real question is, how will this thing work under strain? Did I miss something important in my planning? It's long-term work in progress. I see. Well, I assumed as much, because if it's in the popular upcoming section of Steam, that surely does mean something. You don't easily gain access to that area, basically. You'll have to have a lot of wishlist entries and followers to be that widely recognized. And you don't get that kind of recognition if you're just yet another world clone. You know? So, well, I hope it's gonna be good, because, you know, good new games are something I like to see. But for today, that's gonna be it. I got 3 low density structure per second, and I'm happy with that. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging around. Tomorrow, we're going to be up for more shenanigans. See you guys then. Good night, or whatever time it might be at your place. Bye-bye.